Guardian. Guardian?
Eyesupsaf.
All right, YouTube. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I didn't want to make this video until I officially had enough time playing the game or playing Edge of Fate. And tonight we officially hit 400 power on stream, which I know is probably not like a huge accomplishment because there's people that are like already 450 and past this, but I feel like hitting 400 power put me with enough time in the game to have a few thoughts. And I want to say this. Edge of Fate itself, the campaign, the story, I think was done very, very well. But man, oh man, is this grind a freaking job. I work a full-time job, and I don't play this game every single day. Okay, I maybe get about 2 to 3 hours per night to play, and most of that time is testing builds because I really enjoy build crafting and bringing that to you guys, even though my builds are still a work in progress because I'm still learning the whole building system of the game. But I'm just going to say this. I love what Bungie did with the portal system in terms of having solo, fire team, pinnacle, crucible, all of these things down here. I love how they're putting the events in here. I love how the portal is done. But the fact that someone like myself, who only has 2 to 3 hours per night to play this game, if that, has to go and do the same activity over and over and over again in order to reach 400 power efficiently, I don't think that's something that I should be doing, right? And I understand that the counter argument to that is, well, play the game the way you want to play it, right? Okay. If I play the game the way that I want to play it, I would go into fire team ops and I would go and do all of these bonus drops that have just been sitting here forever because I don't play with a fire team. I primarily play this game solo. I have a clan and I can easily say, hey, I need help with this, or hey, does anybody want to run this? And they'll probably hop in and help because they're great people and I love my clan. But most of the time when I'm playing Destiny, I like to play solo because it's my decompression time. I like to just kind of get into the game, run through the content, have some fun while I'm at it, feel like I'm a badass and kill everything in the way. Fire team ops, I can't do these things solo efficiently. I can clear everything in fire team ops solo. I don't want you guys to think that, but to do it efficiently, finish it within a certain period of time, complete the challenges and get the score that I need in order to get these bonus drops. It's not really something that's efficient with someone like myself who again only has 2 to 3 hours a night to play this game. I love pinnacle activities. I love these exotic missions. Whisper mission is one of my absolute favorite missions in the entire game to run. I used to do whisper carries, and even doing this solo feels like a slog. Encore, Hell's Fall, Star-Crossed, I love all of these missions, and I would do them over and over and over again. But by the time I finish grinding these missions out in the 2 to 3 hours that I have to play, I'm getting about half the progress that I would from just running Caldera over and over because I can complete it in less than 5 minutes. So I feel like there needs to be more of a reward system in place for completing some of these activities that take a longer time. I don't feel like 3 drops is enough. I feel like definitely need to increase that amount. I'm not much of a PvP player. I don't play a lot of Crucible, so going into Crucible Ops is just not something that I generally enjoy unless I'm playing comp. So yeah, I think this just needs to change a little bit. I would love to see them incorporate raids into our power grind. I could care less about playing Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible, that type of playlist again, because I understand that Bungie's trying to change how things are being done. And I'm more than okay with that because I feel like the game has been repetitive for so long. And I feel like a big part of the contention that a lot of people have right now is that they're so used to the grind that they were doing before that doing this new grind is something different, and it's change, and people don't necessarily always like that. But I feel like instead of just slapping the change on us the way that they did, they could have easily incorporated some raids, some dungeons into the portal on launch. I understand that Bungie said that they're going to be incorporating those things in the future, and I get that. But on launch, if you're going to be forcing me to play content that's old, that I've already played hundreds and hundreds of times, then at least put the harder content in there as well, so I can complete that with my clan, right? Put some raid encounters, put some dungeon encounters in Pinnacle. I mean, we have slots. It's not like there's a limit to how much they can do, right? I mean, if you go into Fire Team Ops, there's literally 4 pages of things that they can add plus more. So I feel like this Pinnacle Ops page needs a lot more work, specifically. I also feel like the grind is the end game at the moment. I know that I still have 50 more power to go, and I understand from all of my friends who have already gone past 400 power that that's a job in itself. I don't know. I just feel like there is no real purpose. And when I play Destiny or any game for that matter, I want to feel like I'm doing things for a reason. And right now I feel like I'm just grinding power to grind power to get better gear. But then what's the end game? What's the better gear going to do for me other than round out my stats and give me a slight edge in a build that I'm creating or crafting? So I just feel like there's no real end game right now, and I really do hope that in the future that changes and that we can have some end game content that really kind of pushes the limit of the gear that we're getting. Don't get me wrong, I was freaking ecstatic when I got these tier 5 drops from the Solstice event. I mean, I was just sitting here like, oh my god, the first tier 5 I've ever gotten was this festival flight, right? And I never got a tier 5 prior to that. And then the second tier 5 that I got was this Yeartide Apex. And I was like, oh my god, that feels amazing. These shiny drops are really, really cool. And then once that dopamine hit wore off, I was sitting here like, okay, well, what do I do with them? I mean, I could take them into the new raid, which I haven't done yet, by the way. So that's, something that I'm looking forward to. But what else can I take it into? Can I go take it into Caldera that I've ran for 600 plus times now to get to 400 power? That seems like a lot of fun. No. So I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be some type of end game. Any game that I've ever played, I felt like there has to be a purpose for the grind. When I played Path of Exile, I feel like does it really, really well, right? There's a gear chase, there's things to go do, and then the end game is being able to do higher tier maps and clear them efficiently and get those chase drops that you're looking for. But in a game like Destiny, there is no chase drops other than tier 5 loot. And tier 5 loot doesn't help you go clear content any faster than tier 2 loot. I've been using the same tier 2 mint retrograde that I've gotten since the game launched. It's been tearing through all of the content up through Grandmaster perfectly fine. So do I really need a tier 5 mint retrograde? No. Would it be nice to have? And will I be happy when I get one? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I don't need it. So I don't know. That's my rant. There's no script to this video. I'm just kind of saying whatever I feel about the game at the moment. But I will say this. In terms of the campaign, in terms of the story, in terms of the future of the narrative of Destiny 2, I'm excited for that. I'm big into the story of this game, and I'm excited for the way that they set things up. I want to play content that has a purpose, and I really hope that Bungie puts some type of purpose to this grind that we're doing, because from my understanding, when Ash and Iron drops, we're going back down to 200. I don't know if I'm up to grind another 300 plus hours to get to 400. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys feel about this. Leave it in the comment section below, whether you agree or disagree, or maybe you can give me some type of hope for an end game. But either way, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I would love to see your comments below as to what your thoughts are about this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.